welcome! My name is Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Curse of the Crimson Throne. Welcome, one and all, to this fun, amazing, and wondrous game featuring these amazing and incredible Patreons. Guys, say hello to the people in chat.
Hello.
Hello.
Woo! It's so good to see you all. I cannot wait to dive into today's session. But before we do, guys, we have a couple of announcements. First of all, we are going to be thanking our sponsors for today's episode, who help us keep the lights on and allow us to do all the cool stuff that we have been doing. I don't know why I'm lisping, but I am now. And that is, of course, none other to the thanks for these incredible products that not only... this is what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm looking at myself. I'm like, there's something wrong, and I don't know what it is. And I figured it out. It's that thing that happened on the other show, which was... I'm sliding. There. Sliding dag. Good. Much better. Hi. Yes, I am Schooly Eye. I noticed. But yes. Okay, let's get back into this. Guys, first of all, our sponsors for the show, starting with none other than HeroForge for the wonderful artworks you can see on screen here. Now, guys, HeroForge is a robust and amazing 3D model making program that allows you to create and forge your very own characters in a 3D modeling program that is free to use, completely free to use. Not only that, you can also color them and have them printed for yourself, whether that's as a premium plastic miniature that you can use and paint at home for your own tables, or a color print like I get because I don't have time to paint. You can also get 2D acrylics, which you can use for the DM on the go, or get STLs and digital files for games online, including things such as Tailspire and Tabletop Simulator. I, however, am a VTT user, and I get a robust amount of use out of the Pro subscription, which not only gives me access to early access to all of the new features that happen every other week, which gives me new content, new materials, and stuff like that, but also allows me to play around and create the tokens for my VTT games as well, which is just so gosh darn amazing. So yeah, go check out HeroForge, and if you are interested, hey, give it a purchase. And if you want to, like, impress, people, just saying, if you can go to social media and go like, hey, look what I bought, and thanks to Dag showing me HeroForge, I now have a HeroForge too, because I'm a HeroForge. Are you? I don't know how ads work. Anyway, so... and then, of course, our next sponsor is none other than Sirenscape, for the wonderful sound effects that you guys will hear over the course of the game, because every epic game deserves to sound equally epic. And with Sirenscape at the helm, you can... I'm here for... Thank you, Khan. You can have incredible sound effects with really, really cool noises and sounds that'll elevate your gameplay, such as the sound of someone farting. Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep, that's something I can do. So what I do is I literally just go through randomly and I'm like, cool, gurgles and gas. That is the name of this soundtrack. So gurgles and gas. That's hilarious. Or if you want to as well, you can get a series of really, really cool musics to set the tone for any scene that you want, including, of course, a circus theme. Or maybe you want something a little moody and mysterious. Or maybe you're feeling
spooky.
I'm waiting for the moody part.
It just sounds like someone fell asleep on that car horn.
That does kind of feel like that. Or maybe something with a bit more of a chilled vibe.
When you're trapped in an elevator that's eternal.
Or falling down a bottomless pit.
That's right. Sirenscape has it all. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's really fun to go through the catalog and just mess about and play and have a good time. So yeah, there you go. Then of course we have our last sponsor, and that is of course the one, the only Fantasy Grounds, for our VTT of choice that allows us to basically engage in a world that is visual, active, and amazing. For those of you who don't know as well, I also have a bunch of Patreons that I support who make the maps that I use. So consider going and checking some of these guys out today. I need to update that because there's a couple more that I use. But yeah, this one here is done by Neutral Party, who is one of my favorites of all time. So yeah, Neutral Party is definitely one of the big ones that I catalog on. All right, I feel like that's it. Next up, of course, guys, we have one last person to thank, and that is, of course, you guys in chat. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the show. We have a number of ways for you to interact with the game as we play. That is, of course, through channel points, which you earn just for watching, and thank you for watching. You can use these channel points to give people insight, inspiration, roll with advantage, bunch of cool stuff, including wandering monsters, magic bags, you name it. There's a bunch of cool things there. In addition, we can, those of you who feel like doing so and helping Dag eat solid food, there is a number of, right there, number of monetary donations that you can use to support the channel. For $5, you can give a player one of these red tokens or me a purple token. These are hero points and jinx points. Hero points can be used to stave off death, roll with advantage, petition the GM for nonsense that isn't in the rules. That is all. Jinx points can be used to make things more complicated, counter hero points, or make bad guys roll with advantage. For $10, I will draw from a random deck of cards. You get to choose which deck it is. Either the plot twist deck, where I draw a card of your choice between 1 to 3, and the plot twist occurs, changing and twisting the fate of our heroes as we play. Or you can choose the heroic action deck, which gives our heroes a specific power, such as stoke the magical flame when you or an ally is casting a spell. Heighten that spell by a level, which is pretty good. There you go. Boom. For $20, you can give someone the coveted golden natural 20. Because why roll a natural 20 when you can have a natural 20? And for $50, we can give a player of your choice a magic item. You know, this item can be an item that you design, an item that they can choose from, or we do have set items that are slowly being worked across for the lovely people at home. You can also increase the difficulty of an encounter, making a minion a boss, a super boss, and a super boss a TPK. So whatever you feel like, is a $50 donation. Lastly, for 100 dang dollary dues, you can activate the secret menu item. The secret menu item is a one-off massive reward that changes and shifts the fate of all things that occur. So for the $100 secret menu item that we talk about is for this particular game. Now, for those of you who don't know, our heroes are currently besieging, I guess, a rakshasa stronghold, a palace of a noble person here in the town of Korvosa, and they're trying to liberate a man by the name of Neolandis. Now, in the game itself, Neolandis is kind of like a seneschal. He's kind of like a person who can prove that the queen is not who she seems. And basically, that's it. He gives them information and helps the group out. However, for the $100 secret menu item, Neolandis is going to take a much more proactive part in the story. For you, Neolandis is going to have an ally. And you, if you, for the $100 donation, get to decide on that ally. This ally not only comes as an individual NPC that I will create with you, make a Hero Forge mini, and put into the game, but also they will be an avid supporter of our heroes who will save Neolandis and liberate them. This might mean, hey, his friend was the leader of a small army. Great, we've got an army. Or maybe Neolandis had some ties to a secret underground cut purse guild, and now you have an army of thieves. It will create a faction that will support our heroes throughout the rest of the campaign. So that is what the secret menu item is for Udas. Yeah? Udas is good. Yeah, good. Excellent. All right, without any further ado, let's meet the characters and the people playing them. We tried to wait for Mally as best we could. But it looks like she might be having some technical difficulties. Hopefully she'll come back. We'll find out. All right. So, starting, of course, with none other than the delightful Padrig, a gunslinger who had taken the art of firearm engineering after having been framed for murder. and had to leave his dreams and desires to become an arcanist behind, but has since managed to find himself a cadre of comrades who seek to protect Korvosa from the criminally cruel queen that rules over the crown, is none other than the amazing, the incredible Twiff.
Hello. And that's everything I was going to say, so I'm not going to repeat it.
Excellent. Did you like the alliteration?
It is excellent alliteration.
Thank you. I liked it too. Sorry, that's distracting. There we go. Okay, good. All right, next up on our list, hopefully returning, will be Malakisa, playing the role of Holly, the fairy cleric of Asmodeus, a royalty to the crowns within the fairy kingdoms. Holly was pretty much preordained to a marriage with a fairy prince. However, running away from her responsibilities due to the fact that she had a desire to become a hero, she found herself in Korvosa, swept up in the intrigue that has happened here, and eventually making the ultimate sacrifice, leaving behind her ways in order to become a cleric of Asmodeus in order to save an orphanage of children from a pestilence that gripped the city. But now bound to the contracts of Asmodeus, she is doing her best to try and make do as the hero that she can be. Yay. Next up, of course, we have playing the role of Quinn, the investigator, a person who has long since held roots here in the city of Korvosa, a person who has since learnt that one of her old confidants, a mentor, I'd say maybe? Mentor? Would you say mentor? Maybe?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A mentor has actually revealed themselves to be none other than the infamous Blackjack, a vigilante hero, and has bestowed the I guess honor, the privilege, the responsibility of potentially becoming the next vigilante Blackjack onto Quinn. This very, very amazing and convoluted character belongs to our equally amazing and incredible Ire Genasi. Good morning.
Good morning. That's pretty much all there is that's fit to print about Quinn. So thanks for the great intro.
Thank you. You also have a lightning sword.
Yep.
Yeah, that's I feel like that's important. Next up, playing the role of Dante, the Kitsune druid who has visited Korvosa for some time in search of evidence of a drug trafficking trade, which was responsible for the death of one of his very, very dear friends. Dante has brought to head one of the major distributors, but still seeks to find the chemist responsible. Dante is a marriage between the savagery of the wilds as well as the need for some of the natural order to return to the city. Dante has been working with this team fervently to try and keep the city at peace. And this wonderful and very, very supportive character comes from the great mind of Rykon.
Hello.
Hello.
That was well done, and yeah.
Done. Following which, we have the psychic motherly figure of Agnes, a former traveling Varisian who had made their way to the city of Korvosa in order to raise a family. However, her daughter, now having reached a reasonable age to start thinking about boys and getting married and starting their own family, Agnes is rekindling an old spark within her life here in the city, in the form of the fisherman known as Fisherman Dan, who is also kind of sweet on our dear Agnes. But of course, there can be no flirtatious dating or any of the like if the city is burning, so Agnes is working with people who she met in an explosion. Happened.
This is
That's
true.
actually not wrong.
In order to try and keep the city from imploding. This wonderful and amazingly psychic character comes from the great mind of our dear friend and very long-time fan and even just friend in general, is our dear friend Laura Bone. Hi, Laura.
Hello.
I want
She
to say
also
this.
bakes a mean pie.
She also bakes a mean pie. I'll say this: there is no person, no fan in the world that I have irritated more than Laura, and that brings me great joy. So much joy. The amount of head smacks has been. Mwah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Being a guy, I'm surprised I've even got a head left.
That's true. That's true. I've traumatized Laura over the years. I feel like now anytime a Tyrannosaurus Rex shows up in any game, Laura's just like, I'm done. Fuck this. Fuck you, fucking dinosaur. Fuck Jurassic Park. No, no. I don't care if it can talk and is wearing a suit. I don't care. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Very fun. Strange AM callback. Actually, pretty much every
Oh,
game
yeah.
I feel like I've played with you, Laura, now callback to that. Yeah, but yeah.
Yep. Tradition now.
It is. It is. Also, by the way, thank you so much for the hype train. Brr, 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 brr. All right, we have a level 3 hype train in the chat. So just before we introduce our last character, level 3 hype train. For the hype train, let's go with every level of the hype train that we get, our players will automatically succeed a saving throw. That is all. That is what will happen. It'll be an auto success on a saving throw. The group will have it as a pool, so anyone can tap into that pool. Right now we have 2, but the yes, whatever the hype train finishes on, that is how many of these auto saves that they will get. The auto save will be in the form of a strange and rare ring that will be acquired by our heroes during this fight. So there you go. Yay! All right. And last but not least on this cast of amazing characters is none other than the undead champion, Mercutio, a person who found themselves awoken, undead, and searching for answers as to what the source of their newfound unlife happened to be, but attached to the fond memories of being a champion of Iomade. After searching far and wide, eventually confronting the necromancer that transformed them, Mercutio learnt that he may not even be real, that he may just be a corpse implanted with someone else's memories. With this and many more concerning what future may lie in front of Mercutio, thank you, Twiff. Our hero is fervently still following the truest path of Iomade until these answers become clear. This stoic and heroic character is played by our dear friend Marcus the GM. Hello, Marcus. I want to live.
Hello. Am I mute? I'm not muted. Okay. Hello.
You're not muted.
Yes.
We can hear you. All right. Brilliant. Also, by the way, tier 4, 69. Nice. Who's ready to start? Shall we play games?
Ready
Yes.
to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Go.
So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, oh yes, we have donations. Let's see, who do we have for donations? Oh wait. Okay, actually, yes, I gotta scroll up quite a bit. Could I get the donators to just put their donations back in chat, please? I appreciate you. I will get through them. I promise.
I know. I saw Schooly Eyes.
Yes, I'm sure Schooly Eyes got one, but if anyone did, please just let me know. I still haven't figured out. I keep forgetting to, because I only think about it when I go live, but I need to get my updates back. All right. So, when last we left our characters, they were heading into the Arconis family compound in search of 2 figures. The first, Vencalo Osiriani, a swords master who was allied to our group, who had learnt a terrible secret about the queen. One that he is willing to share once you, having now rescued him, get out of the compound safely. The second figure is a man by the name of Neolandis, a seneschal who used to work for the crown back when the emperor was still alive. Apparently he has information that could condemn or damn the queen itself. You have now rescued Vencalo, but now seek Neolandis. But in order to proceed forward, you have to slay the sister of the Arconis household, a woman by the name of Vimanda, at the behest of a genie that you have encountered. The genie has been enslaved by the Arconis family for some time and has offered to lend you aid should you slay Vimanda and destroy the bracelet that she wears upon her arm. After finding her and engaging in a short skirmish, she has used her magical powers in order to transpose you from the labyrinths beneath the Tower of Arconis to now a desert that surrounds you. A sandstorm rushes up, blowing wind high into the sky. As that happens, however, you do have... who was it that noticed, by the way? One of you noticed.
I think it was
Holly.
Holly. That's a shame. So Holly is the
Yes.
only one.
Yep.
So Holly noticed that the desert that surrounds you is not real, but a phantasm. And it is here, as the sandstorm whirring towards you, suddenly grows a face. We start today's session. So, guys, the sandstorm approaches. What do you do?
Well, can we get out of the way?
You are currently upon a bridge, and the sandstorm is quite large. You could attempt to get out of the way, but it's like dodging a wall of sand at this point.
Oh, I mean, I'm not on the bridge. I'm on this plateau behind it.
Oh, yeah, you can try to run.
Let's see if I can get to the side. I mean, you know, as far as I can tell, it's just a sandstorm, right?
It does have a
Whether-
humanoid face.
Right. Okay. So from that, I would probably realize that maybe it's something that is shootable, but I don't want to be in its path. So I'm going to actually. Patrick's gonna. Well, is it my turn?
Well, I
I'm
mean,
still
it's
in
an
initiative.
open turn. The creature, the thing, hasn't approached yet. It is heading
All right.
that way.
I'm gonna move over to the edge of what I perceive to be this cliff here, and just kind of hopefully be out of its path should it decide to cross on the bridge.
All right. Anyone else?
I'd
Yeah, I
like to take
definitely
the
would.
opportunity. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I definitely would like to get out of the way.
Yeah, you can attempt to move out of the way. Go ahead.
Is there any like cover or anything to like hide behind as well or not?
There is very little forms of cover. Small bits of debris lie strewn about the area, but not enough to stop the wall that is coming towards you.
Merc will
Okay, well, I'm gonna attempt to get out of the way.
get over here, and just so Queen gets a little added buffering, he'll stand in front of her with his shield raised. That way he acts like a bit of a wall.
Other question: how tall are these cliffs that we're standing on?
It is 40 foot to the ground.
Okay, well, I'll just step back from the edge a little bit there, just because I don't want to stand next to the edge if there's a big giant sandstorm of whirling wind approaching.
With a
Sure.
face.
Hmm.
Okay. So, plot twist and rewards time. Schoolie has given us our third plot twist, which is envy. We have a nat 20 for Agnes, a jinx point for moi, 2 hero points for Quinn, and a hero point for Mercutio. Odd Bandicoot has donated for a plot twist or a heroic action where appropriate. So we'll see how that works. See where we go with that one. All right. Now, you hear the sound of the creature as it starts to make its way towards you. The wind roaring, and it sounds angry. As it makes its way forward across the bridge, sand begins to whip and peel in your directions. rocks begin to fly out in all directions. I need a reflex save from everyone, please, as a shower of these stones start to rain down upon you.
Okay, 22.
All right. With the exception of Wynn and Mercutio, everyone else manages to save, taking half damage. Everyone, the two of you will take. Oh, that's pathetic. 6 points of damage. So 6 damage to Mercutio and Quinn, and 3 damage to the rest of you as these rocks begin to land downwards.
Hell yeah.
At this point, through the clouds, those of you who made your saving throw, you notice on the other end of the bridge, standing behind the whirlwind, you can now see Vimanda. She is watching the chaos that that this huge whirlwind is creating, and is kind of doing that whole. Remember, I mentioned the Shangshun, you know, like the one-armed gesturing kind of thing. She's doing that. She's watching you. All right. At this point, it is close enough for us to engage in initiative. So, our initiative starts with the the Hurricane and Vimanda, then Dante, Agnes, Mercutio, Patrick, and then Quinn. All right. The Hurricane starts to twist and turn. As it does, it changes direction. You watch as the stones that were flung outwards suddenly fly up towards it and into the air. All right. It is going to try and suck up one of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, how far is Agnes away? 70 foot. I guess I'll be 70 foot away. Okay, fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone except for Agnes. And
Okay.
Holly. I don't want to kill Holly while she's not here. 1. So that is Dante. I need a reflex save from you as you feel the wind pulling you tightly and dragging you towards it. Nice. A 25 is enough. You grip onto the ground as best you can as you feel yourself slightly lifting off the ground. Your feet sort of dangle into the air as it is pulled towards the creature. But that's the first. That is 2 actions to try and suck you up. With its next action, it is going to use its large wind-like fist to hit one of you. Which Mercutio, as the closest victim, victim, you are.
It's both.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
You are going to get hit with a critical hit.
Wait.
I need a will save from you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Even with my shield up, that would still hit. Ooh.
Nice.
It's a
47 damage is now halved. To what? 23? Okay. So, as this creature hits you, something seems off. Oh yes, also Schoolia reminds you that all of you do have 3 auto successes for saving throws in your pool that is now available to you.
Okay.
All right. As it hits you, however, you notice that there's something off. You kind of feel like some of the sand and dirt and earth that have been kicked up from this thing seem to move through your body rather than into it.
Oh.
Make an Arcana check if you have training in it. I don't think you do.
I
But
do.
yeah, that's fine. All right, you've got no idea what
I
this
think
is about,
The
but
only one that does is Patrick.
Very well. Okay, yeah. You're not sure what this is, but for whatever reason, you've braced yourself and it hasn't done as much damage. But that was all 3 actions. We then go to Vimanda. Vimanda looks out at what is going on.
Oh. They are still listed as grabbed. I think they're still hit by the spell.
Holly's Vampiric Maiden.
Yep, that is still in effect. But she's going to cast Blur on herself.
Ah, I had done Murderous Vine. I think that's what it was.
You did. So she will, so your Murderous Vine will...
2d8 piercing.
Yep.
You know what?
Alright, she takes 11 points of damage from your vines. And, yeah, she uses Blur. And that is all for now. I feel like she's used that one as well.
Oh wait, no, never mind. She doesn't take any damage.
No? Why?
Well, she does, but it's bludgeoning. I don't think it's gonna do that much. It's at the end of her turn.
Oh no, it'll still do damage. I don't think she's got...
Okay.
Oh no, she's got resistance, so that's right. So that's gonna do 1 damage.
Because it is different dice.
Right.
If it matters.
Nah, that's fine. We'll just go with the damage. Yeah. All right,
Okay.
Dante, you're up next.
Actually, I have to double check. No, it does not take
Also, I
concentration
think
stuff.
yeah, did Holly scream that it is an illusion at the end of the last session?
Yes, to Dante. They were standing on the bridge together.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. If that is the case, Dante would like to attempt to dispel magic on the illusion.
Very well. The way that dispel magic works, let's have a look. You unravel the spell, attempt a counteract check. All right, so counteract check.
It's like my proficiency and my casting stuff,
Yes.
which should be 16.
Let's have a quick quiz.
I don't know how they.
Relevant skill modifier, yada
math.
yada. Alright, it is the caster's DC. Alright. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, and the caster's DC is... That is 26 is the DC.
Hey.
All right. As the spell begins to unravel, we find ourselves slowly peeled away. You watch as the world slowly retakes its original shape. And the illusion of the elemental disappears.
I feel like there's a butt coming.
No, you're a butt. size it.
They just have to get the other map set up back up again.
I did.
Mark that down.
Okay. Alright, there we go. And let's put all our characters here. Dante, Agnes, Lucio, Holly, Patrick, Quinn. And let's turn on the lights. Boop. Alright, can you guys all see there?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Once again, you find yourself back in the labyrinth beneath the Arcodus mansion. Vimanda seems to be standing, again, still in that meditation room that you'd found her in previously. As her ability was dispelled by Dante, she kind of scowls in your direction.
Give me a moment, because I still have one action, and I would like to, since Agnes is the closest target for me to treat wounds on. Where is it?
Oh, sorry,
Trying to look
Agnes.
for the
Sorry, Agnes would be over here. You would be over here.
Not in the wall.
Ollie is over here. Patrick is over here, and you are over here. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, that's how you guys
Okay.
spaced yourselves out when you went into the.
Then I will attempt a DC 30 heal wound on Mercutio.
Very well, Mercutio. It was nice knowing
Or
you.
treat wounds, not heal wounds. Nice knowing you. That's if I fail horribly. I just have to find the DC 31. There we go.
Well, I just need to figure out what happens with Mercutio.
He got hit hurt.
No, Mercutio's undead.
Yeah, I'm using treat wounds. I have the Stitch Flesh ability.
Yeah, but are they susceptible to it? Aren't heal with positive healing effects. Oh yeah, it's only healing effects. Okay, carry on. Alright.
And that is a success, so that is 2d8 plus 30.
Ooh, I love that. Alright. You're like, haha, I'm going to help you. The leg bone connected to the shin bone.
So, at that, and it is 2d8.
I feel like an engineering check should also be able to help them out. Oh, maximum healing of 46 hit points. Damn.
That brings me to full.
Yeah, that'll do it. Did you drop it on him, or
Well,
is that? Yeah.
No, I forgot that I could actually do that. I keep
Also-
forgetting there's extra stuff, so let me just do it that way.
No, that's okay. Yep. What's the extra stuff?
Oh, wait, no, it won't bring me to full. Wait.
So you want me to do that? Just put it on him so it at least does it automatically?
No. What's the extra stuff? I'll add it. It's fine.
Oh, no, it's just straight up 46.
Oh, just 46? Okay, so 46.
Yeah.
That will
Because I added in the
be-
plus 30 itself.
Alright. Cool. 46 hit points successfully healed. Well done. Agnes, you're on deck. What do you do?
Okay, blink in surprise. Oh, we're back here again. And yeah, I think we're just gonna stay back here and throw spells. So we shall just oh wait, hang on, we'll try this one actually. So Agnes will actually just point a finger at it and just be like, no more spells. Yeah. So the cantrip called Forbidden Thought. So basically it just puts a lock in her mind, so if she tries to attempt to cast a spell on the next check, she has to do a DC check or take damage.
Ooh, damn. All right, let's do it. I forgot that we had.
But only if she tries to do a spell, like whatever I tell her not to do. If she tries to do that on her next turn, so if she tries to stab us, then it's a moot point. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Is there a saving throw?
There is if she attempts it, yes.
Okay.
but,
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah,
Um,
cool. All right. Done and done. Mercutio.
Also, real quick, if Mercutio had any wounded condition, he removes 1.
I did not.
Okay.
Would you like one? I can give you one.
No, thank you.
Okay. Just wanted to check. I didn't want you to feel left out, like like you weren't getting the full experience.
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay. If you change your mind, let me know.
All right. Merc's gonna run in.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. Champion runs in. Swing.
All right. So movement counts as 1 action, correct? I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay. So I still have 2. Let's see. What is? All right. I'm going to cast True Strike, so I gain advantage on my next attack. And then I'm going to smack her. Do I, right. Do I roll it twice separately, or do I click it and then right click for the 2 for advantage?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I'll just roll it twice.
I was about to say, could see how it works.
All right. The first one is a critical miss. The second one is a regular miss.
I mean, the regular miss is better than the critical miss.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very true. So as you've taken out your blade, you swing with a. Was that with True Strike too? That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Yes. All right. Your blade was supposed to strike true. However, her body still shifts like the desert wind. She had cast blur on her previously, and as you do, your blade passes through her body.
Wait. That adds concealed or hidden to her, doesn't it?
It does.
True Strike ignores that.
All right, fine. You raise your sword. You whiff
you still
like
roll
an absolute
Or is
spud.
her just a? Well, I was gonna say, or is her AC just that high, despite not wearing armor?
You both missed everything. Everything you just did. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's okay. I was trying to make it seem like you weren't sputting out on it, and I was like, oh, okay. Damn it, she turned into a thing because she did actually blur. But it's like, no, you just missed.
Well, no, I thought I missed because of the blur.
No, fair. If you look at the way the attack's labeled in Fantasy Grounds, the first one will say miss, and then the second will say miss chance DC. So if you get to this, yeah, and if you get to the second one, that'll be where it'll tell you. That's okay. It's good. I was trying to like hero you up a little bit. That's all.
I just overshot my sword. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, you have
Yeah,
another strike.
you kind of nicked the edge of the wall, as you're swinging through.
Yeah, you're just not accustomed. Yeah, you thought you were outside a second ago, so you like swing wide and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Padre, you're up.
All right. I'm guessing I don't have line of sight on her from where I am.
Yet.
So I'm gonna actually have to move.
Sadly.
It's a shame. I know.
Well, you could be like, Holly, push me a little bit.
Yep. I will go here. I should be able to see from there.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's one action. So I'm just going to do a regular shot then because I don't have enough actions to do my fulminating shot. So summon a bullet, take aim, and shoot her.
All right. Holding out your bullets, you take aim, and you fire.
Hang on. Accidentally. Try that again. Accidentally.
I did
hit
the thing.
my-
Misfire!
Do the
Quick,
thing.
quick, reload, reload!
Ugh.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, that was the wrong. Well, it doesn't matter. I missed anyway.
Oh, you have a Giselle. Oh, I even have a Giselle noise. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, at least it wasn't a critical fail.
3. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it. So the sound rings out, but does not find purchase anywhere against her.
Patrick is not used to actually having to move.
It's true. You're exhausted. You
Throwing him off.
you move like 5 foot, and you're like,
Oh God.
oh, I've got a stitch. Cramp in my leg. That's all right, Patrick. I understand.
That's
Uh,
perfect.
All right, Quinn.
Am I able to move past Mercutio? He's sort of positioned in that choke point.
You can, but if she has an attack of opportunity, you will provoke. Keeping in mind, not everyone has attacks of opportunity in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. It is a lot rarer.
All right.
I think we would have found out the last time because I think this is the same thing that happens.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll chance it.
All right, you run past, and there's no attack of opportunity.
Woo! All right. I'm gonna take the lightning sword by the power of Odd Bandicoot and attempt to hit her with it, or at least take off her arm.
Sure, at least. Bare minimum, I demand this arm be off, please. All right. That is a critical miss, unfortunately. You do have a hero point.
I would like to, yes, I would like to use a hero point, if you please. Thank you.
All right. Heroing, pointing, and bobbity boobity.
Oh,
That is still a miss, unfortunately.
But not
Wait.
critical. All right.
Yes, but not a critical. What happened there?
I don't know.
because
I
of
saw
the DC 5.
Oh, because the because of the blur. So this time, yes, as you swing, you think you've hit her and hit her straight in the arm, but your blade goes through the arm.
And I'll take the blur explanation so that it doesn't look like I whiffed. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then I will assume a defensive stance.
All right, assuming a defensive stance, done. All right. Then I think we go back to her. I think. All right, what does she want to do?
I mean, she could try getting out of what she's grabbed with.
She
Ask her
could.
where she sees herself in 5 years.
Excellent question.
So what drew you to apply at this company?
30-foot line. 30-foot burst.
Oh no, Dagger's reading.
I could hit 3.
Oh, no, she's gonna hit us with that lion attack again.
No. She is going. It's not worth the attempt. She is going to realize that you cast a spell on her and prevented her from doing nonsense, and will use her deadly-looking kukris and is going to try and take out Mercutio.
Keyword try. And probably succeed.
A critical hit.
Again! That's okay.
For 49 points of damage.
Oh,
As she walks over to you, her sultry hips swaying left and right are almost hypnotic and conceal the curved dagger she conceals in her hand. As she reaches up to the side, just underneath your arm plate, and digs it up straight into your body for that critical hit. Pick a number between 1 to 5. You also feel a certain surge of electricity blast into your armor.
Damn, I do not have the feat that lets me pull up my shield. 3.
I can't help you anymore at this point in time.
No, that's fine.
1, 2, 3. Okay, that is push target 5 foot. I mean, I guess.
Oh.
So yeah, she just shoves you 5
So
foot
I'm back by the other door.
This time she is going to close this door
Oh, mother.
and use her last attack on Quinn. And play you a song of murder.
She is really going to make me waste an action to open that door, isn't she?
Oh yeah.
You could have just said you wanted to be alone.
Well,
Well, it looks like they're having some private business in there.
sometimes it's better for the women folk to have a chat. She asks you, why did you and your friends come back? And don't lie to me.
As we said the last time we were here, we just wanted to liberate our friends from your hospitality and give them a ride home. I look at her, clearly not going to say any more.
All right. She sighs, and as she does so, there's a flash of steel. Ha! And Quinn, you take 19 points of damage. As
Wait.
Oh,
1 9? 1
I heard
9?
90.
Okay.
No, 19. 19.
Not 9 0.
Oh.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah, I haven't crit again yet. All right. And then she takes the damage from Dante's vines.
Yep, and here we go.
I'm sorry, it's my Australian accent that lets people feel like I'm saying 90 instead of 19.
No damage.
Yep, no damage. All right. Dante, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna, let's see, outside of Mercutio, because I can't heal him anymore, and so we're gonna come over here to Agnes, and we are going to DC 20 treat wounds on them. And that is expert. Oh, critical success.
All right, very nice. A critical success, treating the wounds for 48 plus 10.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, thank you very much, dearie.
You're quite welcome. So that was 2 actions to move over there to that. Going to look at how much this could potentially heal for.
Also, while the healing spells are being done, just to answer Odd Bandicoot's question about the difference between heroic actions and heroic points. Hero points are the red markers that we use for there. Rolling with advantage, staving off death, or petitioning the GM for stuff that isn't in the rules is what the hero points are used for. Heroic actions are these cards here that have unique powers listed on them. So, for example, you can give someone Grazing Blow. After a foe has hit you with a strike, if the foe rolls a critical success, it gets a regular success instead. If they roll a success, it deals minimum damage instead of rolling for damage. So there's a bunch of these like very, very cool random powers there. So I'd be happy. Actually, you know what? We'll do it this way from now on. I'll read it out. Read out the power to you, and then the person who donated, can decide where it goes. I think that's a better way to do it. But yeah. All right.
Patrick got healed for 2 because I used the first level heal.
Okay. Patrick heals 2 hit points. After you used the first level heal, how many actions did you use? 2?
That would be all 3 actions. Because when I'm doing range of touch, it's 1 action.
Okay, yep. Cool. All right, done and done. Agnes, we go up to you.
Okay. Well, she didn't cast a spell.
She did not.
Just fine.
She closed the door and stabbed people.
So,
Well, I mean, she's just listening to you. This
is true.
You're very convincing.
So, in which case, Agnes will just throw out just a mental wave of like just static and slam it into his mind.
I'm just imagining that you're using your telepathy to just be like, I bet you find this sound annoying. And just like, what the fuck?
She particularly does because it was a critical fail.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh!
Takes that damage.
So wait, who takes the damage?
She does.
What?
Why did it land on me?
Oh yeah, no,
What?
that makes sense. Jesus, okay, fine. This is a critical
Did
success.
I just take that?
So it's a critical success for you as well. So, pick a number between 1 to 5. I know it's technically a fumble, but I always play it this way just because I like giving people credit cards.
3. And she's stunned 1.
1, 2, 3. Jesus. All right. Nerve damage. She's also slowed 1, so she'll have 1 less turn on her.
Okay.
1 less action on her turn.
And she's
Rather
stunned 1 as
accurate,
well,
actually.
since it was a critical failure.
So she's only got 1 action on her turn.
Yeah.
Okay, very
Oh,
well.
goody. That means she can only stab me once.
Yeah, basically. As Agnes is just yeah.
Agnes just takes out a chalkboard and just goes.
Ah,
Or just starts singing, this is the song that doesn't end.
God.
And then she's just gonna just sidestep out of you a little, because
Alright, done and done. Mercutio.
Okay. So, gonna open the door.
Make an athletics check. Your target number is 29.
You can reroll because of your hero point.
You can reroll.
29 to open the door.
Well, yeah, she's
Yeah,
holding
I'm
the
going-
door.
Yeah. Alright, I'll use my hero point and open the door.
So 21 that fails.
You walk up to the door. As you do so,
Actually, can she even move? Because with grabbed condition, she can't use any movement.
she hasn't really moved.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
She's held the door and she stabbed
All
me.
right.
Yeah, she's holding the door with 1 arm.
Okay. Second action then.
Would
Mhm.
Mercutio like attempt
I
again?
open the door.
By the way, the D20, the auto success is on a saving throw. Just for that one, Schoolie Eye. All right.
Do I? You know what? I
I
have
feel like
another
this,
hero
this
point.
lady's dad was like the
I
fantastic
will.
Mr.
I
Fox.
will
That's why
stab
she's
this
so
woman.
good.
All right.
So I will hero point again, and I do not open the door. I swear.
Bang.
Oh!
Bang. Bang. Let
time
me
for your turn.
in.
Action.
All right. Third action.
Quinn
I
starts
opened the
to
door.
cry.
You're just. Oh my god.
Oh, that rolled off. That was almost a 16.
You just see Merc just struggling with the door as he's just violently shaking it.
Doors are the enemy.
That's EOD.
She's just holding the door with one hand.
Merc gives up. He's no longer a paladin.
At this point, on the other side, you watch as Vimanda turns to Quinn and says, "Does he realize it's a pull door?" All right.
Nobody ever reads anymore.
Wasn't that the issue the last time, actually?
What? You know what's really funny is doors. Doors are like the bane of people's existences. And Critical Role,
Yeah.
it had the whole thing on doors too. It's very fun.
29. She should not be able to hold the door that strong with one arm against me.
Right?
She is. She's got. Well, I mean,
You
keeping
would
in
think,
mind,
but
keeping in mind, you are a skeleton with literally no muscle mass. She, however, is an incredibly dense, evil outsider, with the power of one of the greatest outsiders of the pleasure domain.
Fair enough.
I mean, she's got some. There's a reason why she's hitting like crits for like 50 damage.
Fair enough.
Yeah, she's not a weakling. Even though, although, admittedly, by the way, for those of you who want to see, let's see, where is she? For those of you who want to, no, that wasn't her. That was another rakshasa. Vimanda. For those of you who want to see what she looks like, that's what she looks like as she's holding the door.
And remember, Merc's not small either. He's a very tall lad.
It's very true. Very true. All right, Patrick, we go to you.
All right. Did that lever open the doors?
No, it rotated the rooms.
Okay.
So what you would probably do is actually condemn Mercutio to a violent death.
I will not do that.
Hey, look. Oh wait, no, I don't have that ability yet. Never mind. I was gonna say I'd just break down into a pile of bones if I get crit again.
No, you
But
would get turned into powder. Because you would be in the mechanism
Neil.
that grinded between two rooms as they rotated. There is no saving throw. There is no hit point damage. You are dead.
we would also
So
be
it's like-
condemning Quinn in there.
Quinn
So-
would be trapped. in
So-
there.
So what you're saying is I
I'm
would be in a
expecting-
hydraulic press.
I'm expecting the answer would be no, but can I use prestidigitation to open the door?
No.
Okay.
Although you can use it to attempt to open the door, but it just won't open because it's being held.
Right. All right. And I would know that.
Yeah.
Well, I can't shoot through doors, so I'm gonna have to.
I mean, you would after a while, but
Yeah.
Damn,
it would
no,
take
a
a
door.
while.
My only weakness, guys.
Yep.
I just feel like all my bad guys are now just gonna come equipped with doors, like just.
Merc's gonna have PTSD from a
squeeze
door
in
at this
and
point.
get real cozy with Merc here, and attempt to open this door.
All right, you squeeze in. All right, athletics check.
And,
After this, I should take a dedication in barbarian for rage. Just gets mad every time he sees a door.
wow.
Oh my goodness! This
We are
is a
rolling like-
door.
Absolute dog shit tonight.
Dang it! All right, so
Yeah,
you,
it seems to be stuck.
Dante, do you have fire?
Quinn
I
looks
have a way of getting in
apologetically
there.
at Amanda and says, "I'm so sorry."
Actually, no, I
Hey,
wouldn't.
I'm
athletics is
dex-based,
worse.
Damn it.
she just looks
Even
and rolls her
with-
eyes. No, that's okay. I have men
Even
in my
with-
family too.
Even with animal form, I only get a +9.
Yeah, if I will use my third action to see if I can open the door.
Okay. A little bit
I
better.
cannot.
All right.
Not really.
It's better than it's better than
yeah,
a 1.
no, this thing, it's stuck, man.
All right, Quinn. We're gonna be playing our plot twist card.
Oh no! Why are you doing this to
Let
me?
me in.
So,
Let me in.
All right. Now,
Uh,
Vimanda looks at you and says, I don't think it's been rather fair. I allowed you to leave earlier on to go and continue your exploration, and you've returned, attacked me, and you don't even give me the reason as to why. You say it's to free your friends, but I've allowed you passage. So why are you really here?
well, we did sort of broach the topic when I first came in. And I mentioned the other enslaved being that you have.
And what do you know of that being?
I knew it. She kicks puppies, doesn't she?
Well,
You just can't read people.
she's an Ifrit. She is a tyrant at best. But would you go into a house, see a dog with a collar on it, and simply presume it needed to be liberated?
Mm.
What if that dog was violent and was known for biting people? What then? You would stick your hand over the fence and try to free it for liberation?
I have been known to act so foolishly, yes.
Then, if it is that you desire, I have a proposal for you. She smiles with a very fox-like smile. And she
All right.
gestures
Are they
at...
lions?
No, they're various animals. So some of them are some
Okay.
of them are tigers. She's a fox.
All right.
Yeah. She actually leans over. As she does so, her dress okay. I'm going to describe this only because I want to build her up in a particular way. But you know how like a lot of Greek fabric, when you have like the shawls that run down the deep V cut, as you lean forward it kind of becomes more loose, more billowy. That's kind of the look that she gives as she tries to seduce you by leaning forward. And she gestures her arm with the bracelet on it. And she said,
Oh, you vixen.
and she says, then take it. After all, with it, you can have anything you want. No bargains, no deals. Or you could see what she who is kept in the other room is truly capable of. Either way, I just wish to see my brother fall from his high horse and be poised to make sure that the family is managed by more capable hands. So here, take it.
I slide it from her arm,
She doesn't
looking into
resist.
her eyes.
She meets your gaze deeply.
And I
And-
stop at her hands and say, these hands.
These hands?
Yeah, once the house is under the rule of capable hands.
Oh, right. Sorry.
you-
Yes, yes.
I'm
Sorry. I thought there was.
sorry.
No, no, that's okay. I thought there was more.
Did I miss it?
She says. She says, who else? But you do also notice that as a rakshasa, she has 2 left hands.
Love and the symbolism. Well, I do wish you luck. Let me know if you need any help. And I'm going to move to try and open the door and get past her.
Oh no, she opens the door for you as both Padrick and Mercutio plummet through the door and crash into the room. crash into the as they land over each other.
Is
Hello,
there an
boys.
oof sound effect?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if there's an
Way
oof.
from underneath Mercutio. Hey, yeah, doors a little sticky.
So I noticed. Let's go. Shall we go?
But aren't we
No,
supposed to?
no. We're good here.
You watch as she leans up against the wall and she gives both Padric and Mercutio this kind of very coy look. She smiles and she sort of waves and gestures. Well, doesn't gesture, but just sort of waves at you. Like, farewell.
And
Something's fishy.
I will attempt to pick myself up with as much dignity as I can try and muster.
Roll a performance
Yeah.
check.
Roll a performance check.
No, don't roll a
Sure.
performance check. I'm joking. It's fine. You don't need to roll for dignity.
I don't know.
If you
Let me
want
do it
to.
anyway.
I was going to say, you don't
Do
need
it
to roll
anyway.
for dignity. There you go. You very
That's
defined.
the best roll I've had all night.
Dignity is the one thing you can muster.
Yeah. Fix my hat. All right, well, let's go then.
All right. You leave the chambers. Mercutio, are you leaving as well?
Cautiously, but yes.
All right. As you do so, she kind of sees you off at the door, and with a gesture of her hand, she uses spells to close the doors behind you.
Does that trigger Agnes's?
Ah! All right. The
No,
scene
it
is
doesn't.
yours.
I am so confused right now.
So I'll turn to Quinn. So what happened in there?
I just show him the armband.
All right. Well, that's what we're after. If we've got it, then let's get out of here.
All right.
All right.
Let's
You begin
go
to
collect Vincarlo.
you begin to make your way back towards the throne room, where, waiting patiently, quietly, is the lamp on the throne, along with Vincarlo. As you presumably stroke the lamp to awaken the inhabitant, there's a rush of flame.
I thought you said lamb there for a second, and I was like, yes, let's stroke the lamb.
Yeah, it's a wee lamb. It's a wee lamb. Meh. All right. So, fire roars upwards. And as it does, once more, you are beheld by the sight of a beautiful, red-skinned genie. She looks in your direction and says,
You have returned. Tell me that you have come with good news.
I open my palm to reveal the armband.
Wondrous. Give it to me.
I turn around and I look at everyone else and I'm like, are we 100% sure about this?
You're
I
the
mean,
one that
if
grabbed it.
she,
You wanted to free her.
if she is going to abide by her promise and leave this plane after assisting us in rescuing those we've come here to rescue, then I think a deal's a deal.
All right. So I relinquish the armband.
It has been so long. And finally, I am now free.
With that, you watch as she takes the armbands and places them on her own. As she does, you watch as a surge of power causes these almost like lava-like tattoos to form over her body.
Ah, yes. I feel my power returning to me. You have done well, mortal. And as promised, you have your one request. Speak now, and speak it with your fervor. And let us be done.
Should we just wish that the 8 of us, including, of course, Vincarlo and Neolandis, be transported to the shop?
We should probably
Well, we need to
specify
get out of the
unharmed
city.
as well.
Yes,
Oh,
we need to the 8 of us, including Neolandis, transported unharmed outside of the city to a place of safety. That's what we're looking for because we need to get out of here.
all right. So I gesture to Vincarlo and say, Vincarlo and the 6 here and Neolandis transported out of the city. This is what we want.
Unharmed, all of us. With everything that we currently possess. All of our gear.
You have treated with Jean kind before. Very well. You have done a service, and the service shall be provided. But first, I need you to kneel.
What,
So
sorry?
what?
To kneel.
Kneel.
Definitely kneel.
Yeah.
No question.
Kneel. I take a knee.
With creaking joints, I sort of lower myself.
No, I'm still. I
Yeah,
moved
you
twice
got
and
hit
tried
hard.
to open a door, man.
All right.
So
Yep, go on.
the problem with that is
You don't have
I
knees.
don't know. Well, I mean, I technically do,
Yeah,
but
Joints.
you're going to be talking about deals with the Freet and stuff like that, aren't you?
well, no, not that, but I don't think Merc's pride as a paladin would allow him to kneel to something that's not his goddess or recognized royalty, and it feels like kneeling to her might already put him in hot shit with his goddess that he might already be in deep shit with. So
Just giving him side eye. Like, dude, what are you doing? You can get us all
Can we
killed.
do that thing where we kick the back of his knee and like you know.
Trip him like a
Unfortunately, I can't kneel. The armor doesn't allow me to bend that way.
You watch as she sees you. Make a No, there's not even a bluff check here. She recognizes disrespect when she sees it. I will give you this as a
Mark,
logic.
what are
I'll
you
give you this as
doing?
general logic as well. This person in front of you clearly believes themselves to be of authority. You know that you would kneel before your goddess. You would kneel before royalty. What would make you think that this person isn't someone in authority? Worth kneeling to. In the same way, when you go to a new kingdom, even if you don't know the king, you would still kneel when you receive an audience with that foreign king, wouldn't you?
Yes, but that is recognized authority.
So here's the thing. So the issue isn't the fact that she's asked you to kneel, it's she knows and she can read that you are not recognizing her authority.
Yes.
The others are. So the question is, you as a character would know what you would be saying through this action. So the question is when she looks at you, when you say, well, whatever reason you're going to give, you would understand that element to what it means to kneel before someone. Kneeling before someone isn't about subservience. It's about respect. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, that's the difference. Is I know, okay, because to talk to chat, because I know what the logic is behind it. It's like, bow before me, you are now my slaves, blah, 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 blah. But that's not what kneeling means. Kneeling originally goes down to saying that we are not on the same level, and I will not look down or look as equals to you. That's the important thing. It's a sign of authority, not subservience.
Don't get us all killed, Mark.
It might not get you killed. I just want to make sure, like, before you say, oh, I've got a bad knee, that's, you know, the straight up, like, yeah, fuck you. You know, in royal terms, in terms of that, you know.
Right.
You don't need to say anything. You could also just not. Or you can just be honest with it and be like, I bow before no one except my lord and my king.
Honesty is the best policy. Merc will mean no disrespect. Like he'll even say that. He'll go, look, I mean no disrespect. You are clearly very powerful, but the only people I will get on my knees for are my goddess and my ruler.
She looks at you, and what starts as this sort of a smile as like relief turns into like this scowl, but then softens. She walks up to Mercutio
Well,
and
goodbye,
inspects
everybody.
you. Now, she is a 9-foot tall giantess.
Okay, my allegiance may change.
She looks down at you. Actually, well, not lying. She looks down at you, and she says,
I like this one. I'm definitely coming back for you. And I will not make you kneel the next time we meet. I will make you beg.
and as she says this, the entire room is engulfed in flames. As this happens, you feel yourself suddenly pulled into the ground as a swirl of magic energy forces you down into the earth. As as the world around you keeps spinning and basically just flying you into all directions. I have to actually read my story bits because you might have just skipped the back half of this book. So bear with me.
Oh,
Hey, you
Woo?
offered you offered us a one singular wish.
No, you're fine. No, as in the back half of this book, as in the actual escape from Korvosa. In the book, Escape from Korvosa, you might have just escaped from Korvosa. Okay, so that looks like that's okay.
Woohoo!
yay. I think.
Book 3, y'all. Come on. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fine.
I
Okay.
like how when I said my allegiances may change, Rika just started cracking up.
Yada.
The first thing that we do as soon as we get wherever we're going, though, Padra's just going to smack Burke up in the back of the head.
If you can reach up here.
I can jump.
Okay.
This is true.
How tall is
Not that
Mercutio
short.
again?
6'5".
You are 4 inches taller than me.
Okay.
Merc
All right, I think I'm
was
good.
not
Give
a small
me
boy.
half a second.
I don't have a height and weight.
Well, a small skeleton.
Well, all right. So to specify, Merc has the where is it? Is it under abilities? Yes, Merc has the sturdy skeleton heritage, which are beefier skeletons.
Beefy skeleton.
Spooky, scary
good stock.
skeletons. There we go. All right. There we go. All right, I've got this. I got this. Dag's got this. I can make this happen. Okay.
Now you start book 400 leveled.
No, I'll level you up. Okay.
No, I was laughing at Schooly Eyes comment.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Need. Okay. Sorry, like I said, just need to. Let's
Been
add a little bit of
transported to a 12th century monastery, apparently.
Good. There we go. Okay. So. All right. So. The fire dissipates from around you and is replaced with a sensation of wetness, water pouring down from all around you. As it does so, the chill is a warm and is a nice welcome to the heat that you had just experienced. Mercutio, you look down at where the Efriti ran her fingers over your armor, and you can see a scorch mark on the actual armor itself. Looking around, you see that you are all in one piece. You all have your belongings, and sure enough, with you are two individuals. The first, of course, is Venkalo, who looks equally as surprised that they are here. And the second is a man in tattered rags and robes, beard overgrown, highly malnourished. Barely recognizable, but those of you who have lived in the city of Korvosa for some time recognize this man to be Neolandis, the seneschal of Castle Bolshoi. He looks to you, confused and dazed. Where am I? What is
Oh,
this?
you poor man. And Agnes will just
More
run
tricks? He pulls
over,
away
throw a
from you.
cloak over him.
As you go
Oh,
to
no,
put
no tricks.
he sees you. And as the warmth of your shawl over his shoulders kind of embraces him, he says, Where are we? Looking around.
Agnes looks around.
Yeah. Looking around.
Oh.
Looking around, sure enough, you are on the outskirts of Korvosa. Not too far away, but some distance from the main entrance, along the road leading to the north. Well, west, then north. No, east, then north, sorry.
Oh, I seem to be a short distance outside Korvosa. On the road. Maybe we should get off the road. Just a wee bit.
Great.
Venkalo
Actually,
nods.
scratch that. Agnes would not consider that at this point.
Well,
in time.
Venkalo will suggest it.
Yeah, she's still rocking that -5 wisdom.
All right. You've all done it, says Venkalo. You've saved us both. But you know what? It's not important. The important thing is that Neolandis, my friend, you're free. Do you know who I am? He says, Venkalo? Venkalo, is that you? Yes. Yes, it is I, friend. Please, do you have water, food, something we can offer him?
Yeah, I will take water and food from my pack, which I'm sure I have,
As you
and
do
offer
so,
it to him.
As you do so, he hungrily eats the food and drinks the water. Mostly the water, it disappears. He is definitely dehydrated.
Don't
I'm gonna also give him
too
a
fast.
healing potion with the water.
A lot of
Assuming he's
the
probably gonna need something
damage,
like-
a lot of the damage that he's done is superfluous. So while
Okay.
healing does obviously soothe the bruises and the broken bones, there's a lot of other damage here. As Dante, you warn him about drinking too quickly. He then chokes on the food a little bit and dies. No, he chokes. He chokes. He chokes a little bit, but then slows down. Come, friend, come. You're safe now and with friends. These are allies who stand with us against the Queen. Neolandis looks, his eyes wide. And then they soften. If Venkalo says you're trustworthy, then I believe him. But this city, there is a great danger here. And the Queen, she is a lot more than just a political despot trying to take over the city.
Why, dearie, we watched her get, shot straight through the head, and it nearly bothered her at all.
Then it is coming to fruition. As you tell the story of how Marcus got shot through the head, Venkalo stumbles for a moment. cursing under his breath. Marcus was one of the trainees who worked under Vencalo. But Neolandus has a different look on his face. He does not seem shocked or surprised to hear about the arrow. If this is true, then my fears have come to fruition. Queen Iliosa has become something more than human. She has become the reincarnation of a old enemy of this land. One who very few younger than Vencalo and myself would even remember. A draconic warlord thought long to be dead. Now, I'm going to ask my players this. Do you guys want to do exposition, or do you want to do like travel stuff? What do you guys feel like?
What do you mean by exposition?
There's a lot of information I could give you, but it is just me talking for a good length of time.
I'm actually down with the exposition. I've been
Okay.
enjoying how it's unfolding so far, but
I
I
wanted to give
defer
you,
to everyone else.
sure, I want to give you guys the option because, you know, hey, you're my players. I want you guys to have fun.
I'm
Yeah,
good for
no, I'm
either.
down with listening to his tale. I think it will get some good information. Make sure that we're off the road and not easily found or spotted.
And it will give Dante time to heal some people up.
All right. You see, a long time ago. Odd Bandicoot wants to know if you can redeem something. Yes, if you want to, you can redeem a plot twist, and something could happen right now, just as they have freed Neolandus, or you can give someone a
Boss
heroic
swap right
action.
now.
What would you like to
Or
do, Odd
just-
Bandicoot?
Or
This
just
is a perfect
pay
time
for a
for
random boss.
it. This is a perfect time for it.
Oh, a random boss would be hilarious right now.
It would be. Just comes in, murks him just before he gives you anything.
Oh, that'd be cruel.
Heroic action.
But-
Okay. Very well. Odd Bandicoot, thank you so much for your heroic action. And thank you so much for your support. It is always I mean, I'm super happy for the monetary support, but I'm also always glad and happy to see you and so many others here with us. So thank you. All right, here you go. This is your heroic action. Decide which player gets it. Ooh, this is an interesting one here.
Real
Protect
question
the...
is who doesn't have it?
No, because you can get it, but then you can only keep one between sessions. So, protect the innocent. Play when an incapacitated ally or non-combatant NPC within sight takes damage from any attack or effect. Prevent all the damage, and you take half the damage they would have taken from the attack normally. You can use this to prevent allies who are unable to act as well, including if they are unconscious or paralyzed. The little phrase here is, I can't save everyone, but I can save you. So, Odd Bandicoot, you decide who gets our Protect the Innocent card, and it goes to that person. All right. If you want to know a little bit about it, Mercutio is probably the best one to absorb stuff. However, if someone wants to save Mercutio, both Dante and Holly have the ability to heal themselves, potentially. All right.
And
Let's
I
get
can just do a big heal.
So let's get into some exposition, shall we? As you are walking, trying to leave the sight of the city behind you, Neolandus continues his story. A long time ago, Kazavon, the great dragon, resided in these lands, hailing from the dark and gothic lands to the north known as Ustalav. He fought against the holds of Belkson, warring against the orcs of Scarwall, and eventually accruing enough terror and force that he ruled over the region for some time before being defeated by Mandravius and his allies in 4058. To prevent the dragon from rising, his body was dismembered and ripped apart so that he may never return from the grave to exact his revenge. Fire, acid, sword, flame, all of these were used to separate the body into 7 parts, but all seethed and crackled with an unholy energy. It refused to be destroyed, and no matter what it was attempted, these pieces were always attempting to reform, knitting together to create Kazavon. Mandravius decided, since that Kazavon could not wholly be destroyed, each piece would be hidden, so the evil dragon may never reform again. His trusted allies, most trusted allies, took charge of a piece of his skeletal remains, returning to their homelands across the world. The Tusk Mountains, the Frozen Echoes, many scattered to the winds. However, a friend of ours, a shaman from the Shawanti tribes, shared with us that there were indeed pieces of Kazavon that were hidden here since the time that were hidden here in the ancient ruins that lie around the city. I'm sure I do not need to tell you that the city of Korvosa is not a new or young city, but one built upon ruin after ruin of previous cities. And unknowingly, it was built upon one of the resting places of the pieces of Kazavon. The fangs themselves were being safeguarded by the Shawanti, which is why we have such tense relationships with them, believing themselves to be owning the land is more of a cover to keep secret that which had been guarded by only the highest of the royalty, and of course myself as seneschal of the castle. The Shawanti wished to reclaim the ancient skeletal remains of Kazavon. But of course, that becomes complicated. If we allow the Shawanti into the city to simply take what they own, then it shows weakness. The old emperor saw this and instead offered a pact in which the Shawanti were able to come and move and go through the city as they pleased, as any citizen would. The Shawanti, however, do not find peace in places like the cities. And while a begrudging alliance was made, it was strained over the many years. I believe that Queen Iliosa has been spoken to by the restless spirit of Kazavon and is being manipulated to try and usher in Kazavon's return. I'm not sure how, I'm not sure why, but it seems that the closer she gets to her goal, the more power she gets. The city being destroyed, the old emperor being killed, these are but footsteps. Tiny steps towards her ultimate goal. And if we do not stop her, this evil presence will consume not only this region, but all of Varesia. perhaps all of Avestan.
Well, that's somehow worse than I was expecting. So, dealing with the restless spirit of a draconic warlord wants to take over the world, basically. How do we stop this?
I do not know how to defeat the Queen, not with her powers now being drawn in from Kazavon. But I do know who may hold the secrets to defeating this evil presence. Maybe even saving the Queen before it is too late.
Oh, would that be the Shanti, maybe?
Indeed. Though few know it, those that have once dwelled in the shadow of the pyramid that once stood where now Castle Korvosa stands, still live in the Cinderlands today among the Shawanti tribes. But they have learned to fear and distrust those from Korvosa, and securing their aid is going to be difficult to say the least. Remembering back upon your own adventures, there was one Shawanti that you may be able to speak to, an elderly shaman by the name of Thousand Bones, whose son
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
whose son you reassembled after their body had been stolen by a crazed necromancer named Rolf, who is still fucking somewhere.
Yeah, he's on the list. But that is someone that we may be able to speak with in regards to getting aid from them.
And if it helps, I do, well, speak passable Shanti myself.
I mean, that's not going to hurt. Hopefully. Okay, well,
Well,
we've got a next step.
well, if you do have at least some measure of direction, then yes, head towards the Cinderlands. Speak with the Shawanti tribes. Try to have them understand what's at stake, and perhaps we can have them join us in our fight. But Korvosa is our home, and it will take more than just the Shawanti. We need to have a backup plan if they choose not to help. Benkalu says, "Yes, I agree. I think if we are going to proceed forward, our friends here are likely the best option for making sure that the Shawanti see us in a favorable light." Mercutio, I wanted to thank you in particular. The bravery you stood when you stood in front of that genie was truly heroic. I hope to see you continue to act in a manner befitting of that name. And you gain Protect the Innocent as a heroic action. Yay!
Woohoo.
Venkalu then turns and says, Neolandis is right. We have many allies in the city, and the Queen is not going to sit idle while we traipse around in the wilderness. We're going to try and do what we can to put together enough allies to maybe stand a fighting chance should things not work out with the Shawanti. But that being said, there is a couple of matters to attend to before we part ways. Firstly, the matter of the Arconas. Their secret. It is a large one. One that could disrupt the nobility and the hierarchy that is there, but could also draw their ire. What would you prefer? Would you prefer we tell the people of the Arconis' otherworldly origin? Or keep it to ourselves? Let's sleeping... Oh, wait, what's the word? We have the tiger by the tail. What we do now is our choice.
The nobility that is left is largely on the side of the queen. So disrupting them may be a favorable turn, keep them distracted and unable to assist her. But the Arconis has also kind of been a buffer against her power. It's a difficult choice.
Not to mention, many of the common folk rely on the Arconises for jobs. If we were to do that, people would lose their livelihoods.
Not only that, when the nobility get upset, it tends to be the common folk that suffer for it.
I think we've got I think maybe focus on the larger issue, and the matter of the Arconis can be deferred to after the crisis. The city is in a more stable state.
This is true. They don't seem to be that big of a threat. Or at the very least, they care more about indulging themselves in their pleasures more than anything.
And honestly, their smuggling operations have been pretty much the only thing that's been allowing Old Korvosa to communicate with the outside world. I don't think we want to put a stop to that right now.
I mean, and other than the sister, I'd say I forgot his name, the main guy that we met. My brain doesn't want to.
No, I get what you're saying. His name is Bello.
Yeah, him. Other than him, I mean, he seems like a decent guy, to say the least.
A decent pleasure-seeking otherworldly demon creature.
Venkalo
I know
says,
what you're saying.
Venkalo says, there is always another option. If we wanted to, we could potentially use it as leverage, maybe.
For their assistance.
Or at least to have them not interfere with us and provide less than great support to the Queen. I'm sure that while, of course, we would have so much to lose, they would also have much to lose if their identities were revealed. No one would trust the Arconis families again.
I'm down with blackmail, I have to say, or leverage, as we would like to call it. Sounds a little better that way, but
it's a bit underhanded, but
yes,
anything
villains
works in
blackmail,
war.
heroes use leverage.
But this is basically war we're talking about. Not my first rodeo. Things need to be done. If only my band of brothers were still around.
yeah, I see them as the lesser evil right now. So if we can use leverage to deal with them, I say that's the way to go.
All right. Any thoughts on that from the others?
No, I absolutely agree.
Okay. Dante, Agnes?
I agree as well.
Yeah, Agnes doesn't. Yeah, just keep it quiet for now. As far as she's concerned, the common people have got enough to deal with right now without being told this on top of it.
Sweet. All right. On to the second matter of business. Quinn, you have astutely surmised. Let's talk in private.
Okay.
Then Carlo pulls you aside. So, Quinn, I trust that you got my letter.
And the materials that came with it, yes.
Well, truth be told, I am not a spring chicken anymore. And my time as Blackjack is coming to an end. The city had Blackjack as a hope for the people, the common people. I am no different to anyone else in the streets. That mask, however, it represents something. And a stray bullet, a lucky guard, these things can't be what become the undoing of that symbol. I don't intend to stop fighting, but there needs to be a new Blackjack. And I think someone who knows this city in and out as well as you do is ready for that title.
Quinn looks into Carlo's eyes. And away. And is a little saddened at his words, but looks up and says, I really do appreciate your faith in me. And she takes a step back and a breath and looks back at him and says, you're not too old. But if you feel you need a rest,
He looks at you and says, old? I didn't say I was getting too old. I said that a slip or a mistake can't be the undoing of Blackjack. I definitely have no intention of stopping this fight.
all right. And she like sort of snorks up, sniffles really unattractively and says, I understand. And that makes me happy.
He smiles and he reaches out to give you a handshake.
I shake his hand firmly.
He smiles and nods and he says, you're going to do well. Better than well. But don't be gone too long.
You know it.
When you return, you will be Blackjack. But till then, I'll hold the fort. For now.
Counting on you.
With that, Neil Landis and Venkala will part ways. But we have one last thing to do, and I'm so sorry, I know, but we're at the end of the book, and I've had to shuffle things on. Agnes.
Good.
Hi, Laura.
Uh-oh, sorry, I'm busy typing in the Discord chat.
It's okay. It's fine. How you doing? Doing good? Doing all right?
I was.
Till I addressed you directly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
You stand at the edge of the road, on a hill nearby. As you look out over the city, the rain pouring down, not hard, but again, enough that you can feel it. You look out at the docks. You realize that the journey ahead of you is going to take you away from the city for weeks. You think about Friday. You're meeting with Dan.
Oh.
You wonder what he's going to think, what he's going to say. What's going through your mind?
Well, Agnes is not a young spring chicken. She's been married once before. She's had a kid. But she's not one for, like, the idea of, young love that sends all boundaries and whatnot. So while she's upset and disappointed that she's missing a date and hoping that he doesn't think she's dead or anything, and worry too much, she does hope that when she does get back, because she does intend to get back, that he'll fully understand why she missed the date. And if he doesn't, well, that's just a big red flag, isn't it? Sorry I missed our date. I was saving the world. If that doesn't that's not a good excuse. That's just a big red flag.
All right. As you leave a message, Venkalo and Neil Landis would be happy to take it for you.
Well, if she can leave a message, then yes, she'll tell him that she has to. I don't know if she'll divulge too much, because I don't, in case it gets intercepted, she doesn't want Dan to get into too much trouble. But she'll just say that, things have escalated that need to be dealt with, and she hopes that, well, he'll still be there upon her return. Keep an eye on the city.
Dan will receive this message from Neil Landis and Venkalo. But it's still a
will you see if he'll feed my cat? I'm kidding.
Venkalo
sorry.
Venkalo will feed your cat.
Yeah.
All right. In fact, actually, no. The 2 guards will feed your cat.
Very nice.
There you go. All right. Does anyone else have anything they need resolved in the city before we leave? Because once we leave, we do not come back for quite a while.
I guess I'll let it to her daughter, I suppose, as well, to tell her.
Sure.
She'll be back.
I don't think Merc has any other contacts in the city other than the guard captain woman, but I don't think they really spoke much, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we know Venkalo will send our regards to Cressida. And Padrig, Padrig really doesn't have anyone to contact. Maybe a discreet message to his sister, the one that he still keeps in contact with.
Nice. All right.
Just to double clarify, it kind of has something to do with it, but it doesn't. Mercutio's night group, they were all wiped out, right? The Knights of Ozim?
The Knights of Ozim? No,
Yes.
there's tons of them. There's millions of them. There's a whole country called Lost Wall that is made up of Knights of Ozim.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, then either way, never mind, because I don't think
However,
Mercs.
that being said, and I'm gonna just take this into our finale because I feel like we've touched on everything.
Yeah.
As you are leaving, Mercutio, you give a lot of thought. you realize something as you are traveling. The moment he speaks of Kazavon, you know all of the names, all of the events that had occurred previously. You know the name Kazavon very well. Your eyes flit back to hundreds of years ago. A battlefield. Standing side by side, Knights of Ozim and other allies against hordes of the undead. A man shouting and rallying his troops. A man you know to be Mandravius. Before lightning flashes over your body and things go silent. As these memories force their way to the surface, we end today's session. All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone. We did go a little bit over time, but thank you, everyone, for coming and joining us today. We hope you had a great time. Like I said, we kind of did skip ahead a little bit on today's session because we had, like the teleport out of the city instead of the big wild chase through the town, which is fine. But I got great news for my players. Hey, players, guess what?
What?
Okay.
Level up!
No.
Woo! Yeah! And you are pretty much almost at the next level straight away. You've leveled up, and probably
Nice.
either in the next week or the week after, you'll level up again. So there you go.
Nice.
Nice.
Excellent.
So wonderful work, guys. Now, in addition, just real quick, we're going to go back and answer a question that Zen asked us earlier on, which was, how hard was it to convert from first edition to second edition? Honestly, quite hard. It is a time-consuming thing. It is probably the most, actually prepping the game is less time than it takes for me to convert certain monsters and encounters. That being said, there's a lot of stuff that I can do improvisationally, thanks to a lot of the mechanics having set DCs, set challenges and stuff like that. If you get a chance to pick up the Pathfinder 2nd Edition GM screen, I think it's the advanced GM screen, because that comes up with an encounter builder, and those numbers have helped me immensely with my character building. 100% down. Like, in terms of it gives me what level they are and what threats should be and what DCs should be. I don't even need to actually have tangible stats. I can just literally just make them up on the fly. So if you are converting from first edition to second edition, that's my biggest recommendation. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to my wonderful players for this awesome story. We're very sorry, Mally, if you are watching. Whatever happened, we hope that you're well. We hope that you're safe. It always sucks when shit doesn't work out. It is what it is. But if you do have something you want to do before you leave the city, send me a message. Let me know. And yeah, we'll do that. For everyone else, guys, this was so fun, so amazing. I hope you guys look forward to a new adventure outside of the city, going and venturing into the wilds that are, of course, the Varisian frontier. It is one of my favorite locations in the world of Galarian, so I can't wait to dive into that with you. And the Shoanti barbarian tribes are a massive thing that I love as well. I have a lot of very fond memories of this book in particular. So, yeah, we're going to be starting book 4, I think we're at. Yeah, book 4. Book 4. We're over the halfway mark, guys.
Ooh.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Book 4, History of Ashes is the next section. So yeah, there you go. So you've escaped from Old Korvosa. Hooray! Now
without having to do a chase.
without having to do a chase, yeah, that's it. All right, we are gonna go and raid real quick. So guys, once again, thank you so much for coming and joining us. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Ozzy Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here so many times during the week. It's what I do. We are going to go and raid Robert Hartley GM. Why? Because I love Rob. That's the only reason I need. That's all it is. He's not playing D&D. He's doing something. It's D&D related, maybe. And even if it's not, who cares? He has a sweet face. Look at his sweet, stupid bean face. All right. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Stay safe. Stay wonderful. Be kind to each other, because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, as always, from me to you, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks!
Bye.